25 creations. 25 moments that defined the destiny of a house that changed the history of luxury. Gucci wasn't built in a day. It was forged through objects that became legends. Handbags, shoes, perfumes, and symbols that transcended time itself. Each piece holds a story of ingenuity, craftsmanship, and Italian vision that conquered the world. This is a tribute to the 25 icons that shaped the Gucci empire. From the first leather trunks of Florence to the designs that today set the rhythm of global fashion. That's how the myth was born. That's how it continues to shine. It all began with a journey. Before handbags, before runways, there were trunks. Leather chests crafted to endure time and tell stories. In 1921, Gucci opened his small workshop in Florence, inspired by what he had seen while working in London's grand hotels. Elegance in motion. From there, his first handcrafted travel pieces were born, made with precision and soul. The Valigeria Gucci was more than a line of luggage. It was a declaration of identity. Every stitch reflected balance between utility and beauty, between tradition and ambition. That was the birth of Gucci's spirit. Luxury designed to travel through time. Sometimes, the essence of a brand can be captured in 3 simple stripes. In the 1930s, Gucci introduced its legendary red and green web, inspired by the equestrian belts of Tuscany's aristocracy. It wasn't decoration, it was symbolism. The stripe represented heritage transformed into modernity. Those lines became the visual signature of Italian luxury, restrained, recognizable, and eternal. From handbags to shoes, belts to accessories, the green-red-green stripe turned Gucci's identity into a universal language. To see it was to understand the brand's soul, tradition, with a contemporary pulse. The monogram wasn't born as a trend, it was born as heritage. When Gucci created the iconic GG pattern, it was a tribute to the founder, Gucci. 2 intertwined letters symbolizing continuity and pride. As the brand expanded internationally, the monogram became the first global visual signature of Italian luxury. Every bag, every wallet, every shoe carrying that pattern told a story of belonging. Decades later, the GG Monogram doesn't just survive, it evolves. Whether in canvas, metal, or jacquard, it remains the bridge between artisanal tradition and the modern vision of a house that never forgets its name. After the war, the world lacked materials, but not creativity. In 1947, Gucci's artisans turned to Japanese bamboo to create a new handle that would change fashion forever. The result? The Gucci bamboo bag, an icon born from necessity and transformed into a symbol of ingenuity. Heated, bent, and polished by hand, the bamboo became the bag's soul. Audrey Hepburn, Elizabeth Taylor, and Princess Diana would later carry it as a statement of timeless elegance. The bamboo bag wasn't just a creative solution, it was proof that true luxury is born from imagination. Luxury has its poetic side. In 1951, Rodolfo Gucci wanted to gift something unique to Princess Grace Kelly. He commissioned artist Vittorio Accornero to design a scarf that would capture the essence of nature. Thus was born Flora, a garden of silk, where flowers, butterflies, and colors intertwined in perfect harmony. The scarf became a work of art, and its pattern one of Gucci's most beloved symbols. Decades later, the Flora motif continues to bloom on dresses, handbags, and perfumes. It is a reminder that behind every piece of luxury, there's always a dream turned into design. The sound of leather against the floor, the gleam of metal at the instep. In 1953, the Horsebit Loafer was born, the shoe that turned comfort into a symbol of power. Inspired by the equestrian world, Its metal bit detail transcended the runway to conquer offices, lounges, and red carpets alike. It was elegant, yet practical, discreet, yet daring. Men adopted it as a badge of success, and women transformed it into a statement of style. 70 years later, the Horsebit Loafer remains Gucci's classic heartbeat, a perfect fusion of tradition, craftsmanship, and modern attitude. The equestrian spirit galloped once again in 1955 with the arrival of the Gucci Web shoulder bag. This design combined the iconic red and green stripe with golden hardware, achieving a masterful balance between function and elegance. It was the first time Gucci's symbols came together as a coherent visual language, one that would define the brand's identity. The Web shoulder bag didn't just carry belongings, it carried history. It represented the cosmopolitan woman of the mid-20th century, independent, refined, and always in motion. Today, its silhouette continues to evolve without ever losing its essence. Few creations capture the union between power, elegance, and femininity, like the Jackie bag. Born in 1961 and immortalized by Jacqueline Kennedy, its soft curves and golden clasp became synonymous with effortless sophistication. It needed no logos, no extravagance. Its shape spoke for itself. For decades, the Jackie was the silent companion of women who didn't follow fashion. They created it. Reimagined in 2020 by Alessandro Michele, it proved that true elegance never ages. The Jackie isn't just a handbag, it's a conversation between generations, a living heritage of Gucci's style. The Flora motif blossomed beyond scarves. In 1966, Gucci brought it to life in fashion with the Flora dress, an explosion of color and romanticism that embodied Italian glamour. In an era of optimism, the dress celebrated freedom, femininity, and the joy of living. Its print, with 43 varieties of flowers and plants, was a love letter to nature, a tribute to beauty and motion. Decades later, Flora continues to inspire entire collections, reminding us that art and fashion can bloom from the same garden. Gucci made flowers an eternal emblem of emotional luxury. The era of 1970 marked Gucci's global expansion, and with it came the GG Supreme canvas, a breakthrough that combined lightness, durability, and style. Crafted from coated fabric bearing the iconic GG Monogram, it redefined the concept of functional luxury. It was built to resist time, yet remained irresistibly recognizable. Every bag and wallet made from this material was a testament to modernity and evolution. The GG Supreme took Gucci from Florence to the world, becoming a visible signature in airports, avenues, and catwalks. A reminder that true luxury isn't just seen, it's recognized. In 1975, Gucci decided that luxury should also have a scent. Thus came its first perfume, a fragrance that captured the essence of Florentine elegance and international allure. It wasn't just a product, it was an invisible extension of Gucci's style. Every note carried the warmth of leather, the softness of flowers, the quiet strength of sophistication. With that bottle, Gucci opened a new door, the door to desire itself. Since then, each perfume has been a story in a bottle, a symphony of identity and seduction that continues to define generations. The Runway became Gucci's new stage of power. In 1981, the brand presented its first ready-to-wear collection in Florence, taking its craftsmanship beyond accessories. Gucci proved that its legacy could be worn, that elegance could move, breathe, and evolve. Those early shows united the classic with the provocative, formality with surprise. Fashion became an attitude, a silent declaration that true luxury isn't just inherited, it's reinvented. That first collection was the opening act in Gucci's transformation into a creative force that could dress both the body and the imagination. The era of 1980 ushered in a wave of exuberant refinement, and Gucci responded with the Horsebit clutch, an accessory that fused equestrian tradition with urban sophistication. Small, structured, and luminous, it became the symbol of modern evening elegance. The gleaming metal bit wasn't merely decoration, it was a signature, a whisper of legacy. The Horsebit clutch captured Gucci's DNA, a perfect dialogue between the classic and the contemporary. It proved that luxury didn't need to shout to be desired. It just needed to shine quietly, confidently, and eternally. Bamboo returned, but this time on heels. In the era of 1990, under Tom Ford's vision, Gucci reimagined its artisanal soul with fierce sensuality. The bamboo-heeled sandal became its manifesto, bold, curvaceous, and charged with seductive confidence. It was luxury reinvented for a generation unafraid to be seen. Wood, leather, and light came together in pure harmony. Natural materials molded into desire. With the bamboo heel, Gucci transformed restraint into temptation and tradition into raw electric power. At the zenith of Gucci's renaissance in 1990 came the Horsebit chain bag, a masterpiece of power, sensuality, and precision. Its golden chain shimmered like jewelry. Its structured frame radiated authority. It was designed for the woman who commanded her own destiny. With this creation, Gucci transformed the equestrian bit from function to icon, from saddle to symbol of conquest. The Horsebit chain bag sealed Gucci's evolution from classic house to global empire, where heritage and confidence walked hand in hand. The power of a symbol had never been so direct. By the twilight of 1990, Gucci introduced the GG logo belt, a piece that transformed the founder's initials into a universal statement of style. Two golden letters, bold, polished, and confident, resting on immaculate leather. Simplicity became iconography. This belt wasn't just an accessory, it was a badge of belonging, a visible code of elegance and assurance. From runways to red carpets, from street style to timeless couture, the GG belt became Gucci's modern signature. Proof that true luxury doesn't blend in, it stands out. Inspired by Gucci's original travel pieces, the Boston bag marked the return of functional luxury. Compact, structured, and adorned with the classic GG Monogram, it embodied the new cosmopolitan spirit, a life in motion, refined yet practical. Under Frida Giannini's direction, Gucci rediscovered its artisanal heart while embracing modern discretion. The Boston bag was versatile but profoundly Italian, made for both intercontinental flights and strolls through Rome. It became the symbol of transition, from showy opulence to quiet sophistication, from excess to enduring grace. Entering a new century, Gucci looked back to move forward. In 2009, Frida Giannini revived a legend, the new bamboo bag, reinterpreting the 1947 icon with contemporary proportions and refined materials. Its curved bamboo handles, polished by hand, met sleek leather and modern closures. It was a perfect homage to the house's heritage, proof that innovation does not betray tradition, it honors it. The new bamboo became a symbol of Gucci's timeless duality, strength and softness, history and reinvention, elegance and evolution. With the arrival of Alessandro Michele, Gucci entered a new aesthetic era, one that was maximalist, mystical, and deeply symbolic. His first great creation, the Dionysus bag, became the manifesto of this revolution. Its tiger head clasp, inspired by the Greek god of wine and ecstasy, joined mythology with modernity. Velvet, embroidery, crystals, and color converged in one piece that defied simplicity. More than a handbag, the Dionysus was a visual story. an encounter between fantasy and fashion, between Gucci's heritage and its fearless new identity. From ateliers to the streets, Gucci learned to speak the language of a new generation. The Ace sneaker, with its iconic green-red-green stripe and embroidered GG, carried luxury into the world of streetwear. It was the perfect fusion of heritage and pop culture. Young people didn't just wear it, they collected it, reimagined it, lived it. Clean design, golden details, creative variations, bees, tigers, stars, transformed the sneaker into a global phenomenon. With the Ace, Gucci proved that 21st century luxury isn't just walked, it's lived. In 2016, Gucci once again redefined desire. With the arrival of the GG Marmont bag, the house presented a new vision of contemporary luxury. Elegant, soft, and confidently sensual, its quilted matelassé leather, flexible silhouette, and oversized double G clasp became the language of modern glamour. It wasn't just a handbag, it was a statement whispered in gold. From Los Angeles to Tokyo, the Marmont conquered generations, merging past and present, heritage and trend. It stood as proof that when Gucci creates, it doesn't follow fashion. It sets it. Gucci's vintage soul came back to life with the Ophidia bag, a design that gathered the house's oldest symbols and fused them into something unmistakably modern. The GG Monogram, the red-green stripe, the golden hardware, all united in perfect balance. It was like opening a door to the past and finding it still alive. The Ophidia resonated with those who love nostalgia and those who crave authenticity in a noisy world. It represents honest luxury, the kind that doesn't need to shout to be seen. In every stitch beats Gucci's classic heart, steady and eternal. In 2020, the Gucci Zumi proved that even in uncertain times, innovation remains the truest form of luxury. Inspired by avant-garde artistry, its design combined the GG clasp with the iconic Horsebit, merging past and future into one statement. Structured and refined, it embodied a new idea of feminine power, intellectual, poised, and self-assured. The Zumi doesn't demand attention, it attracts it. It's the quiet confidence of those who know exactly who they are. Minimalist, yet magnetic, the Zumi bag captured the modern spirit of Gucci. Pure elegance through restraint. Alessandro Michele once again looked to the past with tenderness and courage. In 2021, he revived the legendary Diana bag, once a symbol of independence and grace. The new version kept its iconic bamboo handles, but added neon leather straps, a playful nod to a freer, bolder generation. It was nostalgia wrapped in rebellion. The Diana became a bridge between two worlds, the elegance of the old and the confidence of the new. Through it, Gucci celebrated not just legacy, but the eternal strength of reinvention. A century after its founding, Gucci returned to its roots. The Horsebit 1955 re-edition was not just a revival, it was a love letter to heritage. The design resurrected the classic Horsebit hardware of the 1950s, now enhanced with modern proportions, sustainable materials, and immaculate craftsmanship. It was luxury in its purest form, precision, history, and emotion. This piece encapsulates an entire century of creativity, from Florentine workshops to global runways. The Horsebit 1955 re-edition doesn't simply look back at the past. It illuminates it, guiding Gucci into the future. From tanned leather to polished metal, from travel trunks to cult sneakers, Gucci has proven that luxury doesn't age, it evolves. These 25 creations are not mere objects, they are chapters of a single legend. A century later, Gucci remains synonymous with boldness, identity, and beauty that reinvents itself without fear. And so, as the dust of 100 years settles into gold, Gucci stands eternal, not as an empire built on luxury, but as a legacy shaped by imagination. Because true beauty is not in what fades, but in what endures. And the name Gucci endures, like light, like art, like time itself.